what Chomsky said, 25, 30 years ago, that the press is there not to tell you the truth about the news, but to manufacture consent for the establishment's narrative. And that's exactly what has happened. And, as I say, and I think I've said here before, the American people don't know what's going on in Ukraine. They have no idea what's going on in Ukraine. But what's worse is that they have no idea that they have no idea what's going on. They think they know. That's the bad thing. They think Putin woke up one day and decided to invade Ukraine, and he's a big bad bully. No, but they don't even know about the coup instigated. They don't know anything about the Azov battalion and the stuff they do. They know it's been diminished. They have no sense of the history of the expansion of NATO, that we're the aggressors. They have no sense of how many actual military bases the United States has around the world. And I got to tell you, George, that the United States we're in a death rattle of our economy right now and our empire, right? Because we have people living under every bridge in every major city. They won't even give money to the cities to fix the bridges those people are living under, but they can send $110 billion to the most corrupt country in Europe at the snap of a finger with no debate because everybody agrees. Because they all work for the same handful of billionaires, for the military industrial complex and Wall Street, which are, again, they work with each other and they have the same agenda. And so this is the problem in the United States, and they're all going along with it. Everyone in the progressive Democratic Party voted for the Ukraine war funding. And they do it as if it's their Christian duty to fight evil, instead of what it actually is, another economic proxy war that's going to put an awful hurt on the people of Ukraine, which they're being used as cannon fodder for an economic war by the West, by actually the United States, because everybody in Europe, from what I can tell, I mean, I'm a guy on YouTube in my garage, but it seems like everybody's hurting because of this, except the United States, which gets to sell more liquefied natural gas at, I guess, a higher price. And so it seems, it's like, but don't you, but maybe I'm talking too much, but it does. The good news is it seems like, with the efforts of China and Russia to actually bring peace to Saudi Arabia and Iran and bring peace between Syria, they're the peacemakers. They're the investors in the United States. If you spin the globe, it's just filled with military bases. They admit to having like 850 or something like that. It's probably over 1,000 because lots of them are secret, right? But no other country does anything like this. And George, this is exactly how empires end. And we're ending exactly like they all do. We're overextending militarily, and we won't even give our own people health care. We're raising the security. Hey, here's a funny thing. In France, they're setting the whole country on fire. There's millions and millions of people in the streets because they're raising the retirement age from 62 to 64. In the United States, they already raised it to 67. And because the media is so bought, nobody even knows it. And you know what they're protesting in the United States? Bud Light, because of the trans issue. It's the craziest thing. They have people completely distracted in the United States, which is why I don't think that the United States will ever change until our empire is over, because the petrodollar is going away because of all this shenanigans. And the ironic thing, George, is this is exactly what they said Trump was going to create, this kind of world situation for the United States, where they were all, even our friends are turning their back on us now, like France. And Macron he doesn't want to be bootlicking anymore. And it seems like there's going to be a movement in Europe like that. And now there's new power centers coming together to oppose the hegemony of the United States and our economic power. We got BRICS happening, right? So all that stuff, the South America is thinking going on their own currency. These are, and you know what? We should be trying to. The only response that the West has is war.